I gotta admit, my obsession with beautiful natural fork slingshots, such as this one, is really growing. In fact, it's all I've shot in the last few weeks. Today I'm going out to find another one because I'm really enjoying making them and I want to bring you along. Come on with me. All right, we're just gonna cut through Camp 411 here. First thing I'm gonna do is get back here behind this pipeline and go to my neighbor's place. He's got some freshly cut limbs and I'm gonna see if I can find one there. I may or may not. I believe this one's gonna work. I'm gonna have to take a little bit of thickness off of this side right here, but all right, let's see what we can do with this natty here. Something I'm gonna be doing in the near future just for fun is utilize an Etsy shop, and I'm gonna try to sell some of these frames. I don't know how well I'll do, but I have so much fun making them, and I know there's a lot of people out there that would rather just buy one instead of having to make it themselves, and we'll give it a shot and see how it works. I've actually been having a lot of success as of late shooting some of my natural fork frames. It's just something instinctive about it. I do have a little bit of an aiming system with it, similar to what I would do with any other frame, but I'm doing really well with natural forks, and right now that's kind of my go-to. With the exception of maybe a jigsaw just to kind of nip the ends and make them smooth, I'm gonna do all of this by hand. So let's get rolling. All I'm gonna do is just cut them even across the top. The next part is what I have to be the most careful with. I wanna thin out this side a little bit just to make it a little bit more even. It's slightly thicker. It wouldn't affect the way that it shoots, it just will affect the way it looks if I don't do it. So I'm gonna start taking some bulk off here from the outside because that's where the bulk is, and I can round it off as I'm sanding and carving along the way. It's already looking better, more even. It's actually easier than I thought it was going to be. You can always take off a little bit more, but you can't put back on what you've cut off. So I am going to go with this. I'm actually not going to take all of the bark off of these frames because I think leaving some bark on there looks really good, especially once you put the oil and the lacquer and everything like that on it. So let's keep on working on this thing. Never underestimate box cutters for carving either. It makes it so much easier. Sometimes you can get some buildup on the back of a frame like that and you can just take it down some. Actually works well for a good handle too. Sometimes when it's got that bend, it makes for a good handle. When it comes to carving these things, you just kind of do with it what you want to. I'm gonna leave some bark on. I'm gonna try to take as much of the rough stuff off as I can, make it as smooth as possible. I'm gonna round these edges here, gonna round this edge. Just gonna put a lot of good sanding work to this before we, apply anything else to it. So that's what I'm gonna be continuing to do. All right, this is the design I wanna go with. I've carved as much off as I wanna carve. I got this smooth here. I've got these edges rounded off. I'm gonna sand these down to make the edges nice and round. I'm gonna put some grooves for the bands here on the front. This will be the front of my slingshot. Oh man, this is coming along good. I've got me some 80 grit here. It does really well. I'm just gonna start grinding. Gets this nice and smooth. This is very therapeutic. After my daddy died, this was my go-to for a long time. Took a break from it, but I've been desiring to get back to it. Thank God for slingshots, right? All right, here's this beauty without the oil on it. I got me some grooves for the bands. I don't think you always need those. I'll just do it anyway. Right, now I'm just gonna add some of this rejuvenating oil to the frame and get it down in that wood really good. I like this part a lot. One thing you can do is just drop it down in the oil and let it soak there for a while. Some guys will do that. Me, I just rub it in real good. Just kind of massage it in there. You can see what it's doing. It's already looking really nice. It's kind of shiny right now. Once it dries, it won't have that look, but once I put the lacquer on it, it will, or lacquer, whatever you call it. This next part for me is the most satisfying. You know, after you've gotten the oil into the wood like this, you've got it looking really good. You know, you could leave it like this and it's beautiful, but what we're gonna do is put a major shine on this. And I'm gonna utilize some lacquer here, lacquer. I keep saying lacquer. And I'm gonna just dip this down in here, but then I'm probably gonna have to take this and paint the top because I can't. If I could fit the whole thing down in the can, I would, but I'm just gonna dip what I can down in there. And the rest of it, I'm gonna just douse with this brush. You can see what's gonna happen to this thing. Oh man, I love it. This stuff's got a strong smell, so don't ever use this stuff indoors unless you want to smell it for days on end. It's just super strong. I know a lot of you have worked with it before. I'm just gonna set this down here and paint this other side. You know, if I missed a spot, I may just touch it up, but this stuff's not really hard, you know, to cake it on. Just shine it up, make it beautiful. She's just about there. What do you think, my friends? All right, gang, the masterpiece is complete. I could not be happier with this. Wow. So there you go. This and many other frames I've made recently will probably be listed in my Etsy shop sometime in the next couple of weeks. All right, getting wrapped up here just in time. I think a storm is on its way. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm enjoying doing this a whole lot. This slingshot making is a work in process, so progress, whatever they say. Looking forward to many more. Looking forward to getting better and better, but really happy with how this one has turned out. Catch you next time.